What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to the Rams Bust to Baller rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. That is right, we are back for what is going to be the final season of the series. I know, dry your eyes. It's okay. I know. Take a tissue, dry your eyes, get some popcorn, because it's going to be a banger. We've got one season left. Possibly 3 videos remain. No, that's wrong. Possibly 2 videos remain because there's not going to be an off-season video. I thought for a second that I was going to do an off-season video. I'm not going to do an off-season video. There's possibly 2 videos remain, but this could be the final episode. If we don't make the playoffs, then this is going to be the final episode unless I do a recap of the entire series, which I might do, just to fully wrap everything up in a nice little bow. But we can't focus on the future. We've got to focus on the present. We've got one more season to win, one more Super Bowl. We've only won one in our entire series, and we got to win another one. We got close a couple years ago. We got to the NFC Championship game, lost to the Bears embarrassingly bad. But ever since then, we haven't really had much opportunity. So this year's going to be different. We've got to get back to the Super Bowl any means necessary to get back to the Super Bowl. So make sure you smash that like button if you are excited. Hit that notification bell and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's wrap things up with one final season. I know this is going to be a sad, sad episode if we don't make the playoffs, because then it'll be the final one that we do. But as you can see, we are in week 3 of the 2030 season is what it says up there, but technically this is the 2020 season. Well, 2019-2020 season is technically what season we're in, and you know that because of the draft class. I have loaded in the draft class just because I felt like loading it in. I didn't want to just not have a draft class, even though we're not going to be going next season. But this is what I mean by ending the series before this draft class, because this just ruins the immersion, because these guys are in the game in Madden 21. They're in the game, they have portraits, but the mod for this draft class didn't put any of their portraits in here, so it just ruins the immersion if we can't have the real faces in there. I feel like it does, at least. So I'll scout these guys and I'll do my normal thing, but we just won't have a draft for any of these guys. So you don't really need to see the draft class this year. I mean, you know who's in it. It just happened a couple of years ago. So you got Justin Jefferson, who was my pick to win Rookie of the Year. The actual winner of the Rookie of the Year, Justin Herbert. You got Tua Tagovailoa, Jeff Okudah, Chase Young, Joe Burrow. All of the normal guys that are in that draft class are here. Tristan Wirfs is here. Damon Arnett, CeeDee Lamb, all the guys. So we don't need to go over the draft class because we're not going to even be using that draft class. So we can go over the roster, though. That is something that we do need to go over. We've got Jameis Winston in his 4th year? Yeah, 4th year as the starting quarterback of, well, 3rd year as a starter. Because I don't think I started him as a rookie. But 4th year as a pro. He's got Superstar X Factor. David Johnson, 87 overall. Darius Geis, 76 overall. I am excited to see. I wish I was going to go a couple more seasons just to see how good these 2 guys developed. Wide receivers, we never got Josh Gordon to be anything but a 74 overall, but that's because he kind of got pushed down the rungs of the starting wide receiver spot, because we ended up getting guys like Kelvin Benjamin, Martavis Bryant, Josh Reynolds, who ended up being pretty good, N'Keal Harry, who's even higher overall than Josh Gordon. So he kind of didn't really have a fair shot. On the offensive line, I think this is probably our best offensive line that we've had, excluding probably the very first offensive line, because back then we had like DeBrickshaw Ferguson, obviously, and we had some other pretty good guys. But since then, this is probably our best offensive line we've ever had, because we have nobody below a 77, and we got Luke Jokel, who's pretty promising, Cam Robinson, pretty promising, Jeremy Zutah, who's probably our longest tenured guy here. How long has Jeremy Zutah been here since the beginning? He has been here since the beginning. Wow. Okay, that's cool. So Okay. I didn't realize he was here since the beginning. So he's been here the entire length of the series. Right? Has he been here the entire... Peyton Hillis, I know, has been here the entire length of the series, so we can compare that to Jeremy Zuta. Yeah, Jeremy Zuta and Peyton Hillis have been here the entire length of the series. That's pretty cool that we got some OG guys here. Kobe Fleener hasn't been, but he's been here since basically the start because we've had him for a long time. And then on defense, this is probably my favorite part, is this defense that I've constructed here. I wish we were going another season or two just to see how this defense would develop, because I think in a couple of seasons this defense is championship worthy, because we've got a captain on defense in Reuben Foster. We've got two young, fast linebackers beside him in Darren Lee and Kevin Beckworth? Kendall Beckworth. I thought it was Kendall for a second. And then we got a stalwart in Jeffrey Simmons Jr. We got Dominic Easley and Clellan Farrell and Shane Ray on the defensive line as well. And the corners are solid too, with Josh Robinson, Eli Apple, Buster Screen, Agnew, Fabian Moreau. We've got George Iloka and Jabril Peppers, who never really got to develop as much. I mean, Jabril Peppers has got superstar abilities, so he really didn't even get a chance to develop. He's only in, what, year 3, year 4? Year 2, excuse me. So I like how I've put this defense together. I'm kind of sad that it's over because, oh, Drew Brees is retiring. Because I think that this defense, given some more time, could be a dominant force in the league. So last thing that we got to check out before we start simulating is the contract negotiations. It's a good thing that we're not going another year because Jameis Winston wants $202 million. And the only way I'd be able to bring him back is because of the franchise tag. I probably would tag him for another year and then draft a quarterback this year. And then after next season, move on from him. That'd probably be what I would do if we were going to go another season or two. But we're not, so I don't have to worry about that. Cam Irvin's up for a contract. Jason Spriggs, Eddie Lacy, Connor McGovern, Dan Carpenter, Josh Gordon, Jonathan Jones, Aaron Hernandez, Quinn Sharp, Elandon Roberts, Terrell Pryor, and Patrick Omame are all up for contracts. The guys that I would bring back, Jameis, Cam Irving, Spriggs, probably not Eddie Lacy, probably not Connor McGovern. I'd bring back Carpenter, Gordon, maybe not Jonathan Jones. I'd bring back Aaron Hernandez, not Quinn Sharp. We could get a better punter. I guess it doesn't matter if we bring him back or not. Elandon Roberts, I probably would bring back. Terrell Pryor, I'd bring back. And Omame, I probably wouldn't bring back. So those are the guys. That's how I would do it if we were going to continue. But now it's time, since we don't have to go over the draft class, I think we can start simulating early and get to week 17 or week 16 whenever something interesting happens, like an interesting matchup or something. So yeah, that's going to do it for this little wrap-up before we simulate. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get simulating this final season of the Madden 21 Rams Bust-to-Baller rebuild. We're back in week 17, and ladies and gentlemen, the season didn't go very well. For some reason, we didn't simulate very well, even though we have a pretty decent team. We went 5-10 through the first 16 games. Or through the first 15 games, excuse me. And now we finish off the season and the series with a game against our rival, the Chicago Bears. The team that ruined our chances at a second Super Bowl a few seasons ago. It's pretty fitting that we end the series off with this team. And I say end the series because there's not going to be a playoff special. I hate to say it, but there's not going to be a playoff special because we did not make the playoffs. I don't think are even having a chance at making the playoffs. Let me check and see. There's not even an outside shot that we make the play. Yeah, exactly. There's not even an outside shot. We're the third worst team in the conference. So there's not even an outside chance that we win this game. We don't have a chance at it. So this will be the final official episode of the series. I may do a wrap-up episode. I don't know how long it would be, but we just go over some stats, maybe some career stats and stuff. We just look over through the league and stuff. That would be really the only thing that would happen in that video. There wouldn't be any simulating or anything like that. But I don't understand how this team has lost 10 games. I mean, we've got Jameis Winston, who's a 93 with a morale boost of 1, makes him a 94. We've got David Johnson, who's an 89. We've got 90 Martavis Bryant. Well, 89 Martavis Bryant. We've got decent other wide receivers around him. Our offensive line isn't the greatest, but I mean, it's not bad enough to lose 10 games. And then on defense, don't even get me started with our defense. Our defense is fantastic. I don't understand how this defense has allowed this many points. And I shouldn't say that because there's been a lot of these games that we lost where we lost by a field goal or we lost by a touchdown. So, I mean, we weren't getting blown out in these games by any means. So this defense really isn't the problem. I guess it's the offense. Maybe we just don't have enough weapons for Winston to throw to. Maybe our offensive line just can't hold pressure back or something. I don't know what it is, but it obviously didn't work this season because we lost 10 games. And I think we're on like a 4-game losing streak or something. Let me check the standings again. What are we on? We're on like some sort of losing streak, right? We are on the Patriots are 2-13. We are on a 6-game losing streak. Okay, so we got to win against the Bears to go 6-10 and end this losing streak and finish off the series strong. We can't go out with a loss. Let's hopefully do that. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button. Join the Juice Club. Let's end this series off right. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the series, and we are finally unveiling our jerseys that they wear in real life. I know this technically isn't the season where they wear these jerseys, but I mean, it's the final game that we'll ever play as this team, so we might as well just wear the jerseys. Doesn't really matter. We're about a season too early, I think. So this is the 2019-2020 season, and I think they wear these jerseys in the 2020-2021 season, but it doesn't matter. So we got to end off this video, or we got to end off this series with a W. We cannot go out like this. So Martavis Bryant's going to have to step up. He's our number one. He's been our number one for about 4 years now. He's been pretty good. And Jameis Winston, I mean, Jameis Winston's not the problem. He's definitely not been the problem. What a throw and what a route from Martavis Bryant. That's how you score a quick touchdown right there. It's definitely not been Jameis Winston. I think what the problem is our offensive line. All right, here we are on defense. I know I haven't really shown a lot of defense throughout this series, but it's the final episode. We might as well show some defense off. Matt Forte is the running back here still. I'm not sure who the quarterback is, though. It's definitely not Jay Cutler, obviously. But number 10, I can't tell who that is. Oh, and Matt Forte is going to pound his way through. That was an impressive run there. So just like that, we are back up in the red zone after the Bears scored on their possession. Gonna hand this off to David Johnson, who I don't think has been the problem either. Like I said, I think it's that offensive line. I just don't think it's quality enough to hold back some of these talented D linemen and pass rushers and stuff. But a nice throw by Jameis Winston, nice catch by Kelvin Benjamin, and we get up another touchdown. That's what we needed. So just like in the NFC Championship game, the Bears just won't die. They score again to tie this game back up. Quick throw to Kobe Fleener. Big catch. Let's run some no huddle if we're allowed to. We're not allowed to. But let's see if we can get this ball in the end zone and take another touchdown lead. It's just going to go back and forth, right? We're just going to score, and then they're going to score, and then we're going to score, and then they're going to score. How did I lose a yard on that? All right, I'm looking at Kobe Fleener in this route. And it's going to be there. Touchdown. Easy money. Those slant routes are cheesy in this game, and I love it. Our defense finally held up for once, and we get the ball back with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter and a chance to put 2 touchdowns on the board against them. What's this flag about? Holding on Jeremy Zuta, our long veteran offensive lineman, gets called for holding on an important first down. Well, he dropped the ball anyway, so I guess it wasn't that big of a deal. This is going to have to be to Josh Reynolds, who really hasn't had that much of an impact in play games, at least, since that really big game that he had a couple of seasons ago. I don't even remember how long that's been now. It's been a few seasons. Oh, that's going to be a money throw. There's Josh Reynolds again. So I criticize him, and then the next 2 plays, the next play, he gets a huge gain. That seems very fitting. Oh, they're not going to press Martavis. That's how I got the catch on the first drive, is because they pressed him. Meant to step up in the pocket, roll around a little bit, throw this sidearm. Did you see that sidearm by Jameis Winston? We got to hold on. We got to go back and watch that instant replay. 5,000 career receiving yards for Coby Fleener. That's pretty cool. We got to go and check this instant replay here. Did Jameis Winston just do a sidearm throw? Stepping up in the pocket here. I thought I was going to get sacked by that guy coming off the right guard, off Jeremy Zuta, as I pulled up, because you know how Madden likes to do that, where they get you right there. But good blocking from Jokel and Jeremy Zuta as I step up in the pocket. Oh, it wasn't a sidearm, but it was kind of a no-look. Let's watch his eyes. Jameis, he looks there. Look at that. That's the face of a champion. He looks there, sees the guy, but then as he throws, he's looking at him. And then he's not looking at him. He turns away as he lets it go. Look at that. He did a Patrick Mahomes no-look. See, look at where his head at compared to where Coby Fleener is. Coby Fleener's to his left. You can see he's looking. And then as he throws it, boom, turns his head away. That's good. That's a good play from Jameis Winston. I appreciate that. Maybe not in this kind of situation because we're trying to score a touchdown here and not get intercepted. But I appreciate that. That was cool. It worked out for us anyway. So under a minute to go. We have to score a touchdown here if we want to have any chance at keeping this lead. Don't you say a word. Let's see if this defense can hold up here. We are in the red zone against the Bears. They have Matt Forte, who I missed the tackle on. Oh, that's annoying. I'm so bad at user tackling. It's embarrassing. Let me pause real quick and find out who their quarterback is. E.J. Manuel. They have E.J. Manuel as their starting quarterback. Okay. All right, Chicago. You do you. I picked Jameis Winston, but you picked Jeremy. Oh, E.J. How did he pick it up? What? No. We got a forced fumble. No. I hit EJ too. How bad did I hit him? Oh, I took him down. Oh, no. Who hit him with it? Who is that? Oh, it's Josh Robinson. Robinson forces the fumble on Tyler Lockett. We have, how many guys are in that pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. 5 blue jerseys in this pile. And somehow it rolls back into the hands of Tyler Lockett. Because I think it bounces off. Yeah, it does. It bounces off Josh Robinson's leg. Watch this. Watch the ball. It bounces off of Josh Robinson's leg and ankle. And then goes right into Tyler Lockett's hands. The cheesiness of this play is unbelievable. We had a forced fumble. We had the tables have turned, but no, the tables do not turn. Oh, that's so annoying. So annoying. I cannot believe that happened. I just can't believe it. It doesn't seem real. Look at how hard he hit him here. And then popped him. Oh. Oh. Joshy boy. My man Josh went demon mode on this. And popped him. Whatever. We got to keep playing. Let's see if we can get some pressure on Manuel here with Jeffrey Simmons. We got through. There's the pressure, but he got it through for a touchdown. I cannot believe that. I got the pressure and everything. I did what I said I had to do, and he still threw a touchdown. In the red zone once again. It is a tied game. David Johnson with a nice run. We're going to do another one. Hand it off to him again. Keep feeding the hot hand here. He got the first down. I'm pretty sure he should have. He did get the first down. We're going to run to that side again. See if we can get a touchdown here. Johnson fell in for a touchdown. I wasn't sure they were going to call that down at the 1 or not. Let's go. That's a big touchdown. It is 3rd down and 10 from the 21. E.J. Manuel's in the shotgun with Matt Forte. Under 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And Darren Lee was there, but he got the ball off to Forte. Oh, that's tough, bro. That's tough. They're going to have to kick a field goal. 4th and 8. This is risky. Them not trying to go for the touchdown. I blocked it. No! I was there. I couldn't have been more there. Ah. All right, this drive is the drive that finishes off the game. If we can seal it, we will finish 6-10 and end this series off right. That's what you want to do. You want to finish this series off right. Let's snap it. And fire it quickly. Kelvin Benjamin, you got to be quicker. I know you're a chunky boy. I know you're a thick boy, but you got to be quicker than that, my guy. I'm throwing these demon time. I see you. I see you. There's Reynolds. I had 2 guys open there. I had Bryant or Benjamin, and I had Reynolds there, so I could have went either one. Good block. Good block. David Johnson. Let's go. Huge blocking from the boys. Amazing blocking. If we punch this in, we've got a huge advantage. Huge advantage. 92 yards for Josh Reynolds, it said. Oh, that was just poor blocking. What are we doing there? I compliment you on good blocking, and then you just go and do that? That was bad blocking, but they had to use 1 timeout. It's not the end of the world if we kick a field goal here. I know it's not ideal, but it definitely is not the end of the world. David Johnson trying to fight in. We just got to make sure they use their timeouts. We got to make sure that they use their timeouts, even if we do kick a field goal. Oh, they want us to score. They want us to try and score here. Well, I want to try and score too, but I thought I was going to get another chance to run the football. I got to throw this quickly. I threw it! I pressed the button. He was in the motion, but the game didn't let me throw it. So we got to kick this field goal. Go up by a touchdown. Dan Carpenter puts it through. All right, so it's not ideal, but it is good enough to make me feel safe. We got 1:42 to hold this Bears team to no points. I mean, they can get a field goal, but I really don't want them to even get down into the opportunity where they can get a field goal. And I missed that user tackle. I missed that user tackle. Why am I selling? I'm selling! One play. I missed every single user tackler. Why am I so bad at that? Well, it's up to us now. 1 play for the Bears, and they scored a touchdown. So it's a good thing we got that field goal. I'm going to toast the man here with Martavis Bryant. That's a face mask. Give me an extra 15 yards, my guy. It looked like he pulled him down by the hair, to be honest with you. Give me that extra yardage. I'll take it any day of the week. Twice on Sundays, because we're playing on Sunday. 31-31, 1:26 to go. Fire this in quickly to Reynolds. That was a very risky throw. Should not have thrown that. I realized that at this point. All right, I'm looking at Bryant on this route to the outside. I'm feeling like it could be open. And it is open. How is that not pass interference? He held my arm back. I had to go up 1 arm because he held my arm back. What are we doing here, boys? Can we get some calls here? 1:17. I don't think we're in field goal range for Carpenter, but it's a good thing we don't need it because Kelvin Benjamin's here with another face mask. Let's go. We're getting extra yardage because of face mask calls. That's the second one of the drive. I will take it. I will gladly take it. We need it. Let's see if we can punch this ball in. They don't have any more time. That was crucial. Getting that first down was big because now we don't have to worry about anything. We can score if we want to, give them another chance, or we can just run this clock out, which I think is what we're going to do because we're at the 2 now, so it's going to be hard to not score here. So I think we just run this clock out and go home with a W. I mean, we got easy field goal range if we have to. So I'm just going to let this clock run down a little bit. We'll take the field goal if we need to, but I'm going to punch it in here. I'm just going to try and waste as much time as possible so they can't get 1 play touchdown again. That was unbelievable. I can't believe they did that. All right, snap this ball. Give it to David Johnson. Let him in. I'm pretty sure that was another face mask, but it's in a touchdown, so it doesn't matter. Let's go. With under 10 seconds to go exactly, we score to go up a touchdown, hopefully giving us our final win of the series. One play is all they have. Well, technically two if they go quickly. But no timeouts. It's a 7-point game. E.J. Manuel's in the backfield all by himself. He's going to chuck this up. There's a ton of people in there. And it's picked off. Who got it? Number 20. Who's 20? Buster Screen is 20. So we ice the game with an interception. I will take that for sure. And we survive. Jameis Winston finishes the season and the series with 371 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. The interception was my bad. I shouldn't have thrown that route on 24-32 attempts. David Johnson had a big day. 24 carries, 127 yards, and 2 touchdowns. On the receiving side of things, 8 catches, 92 yards for Josh Reynolds, 6 catches, 104 yards for Martavis Bryant, and a touchdown. Benjamin had a touchdown, and Kobe Fleener had a touchdown as well. On defense, Reuben Foster and Jabril Peppers led with 7 tackles. We had no tackles for loss, and Harold Landry and Darren Lee both split a sack on E.J. Manuel. And the only interception of the day was the one on the final play by Buster Screen, so it's all right. I mean, we survived. Dan Carpenter hit a 29-yarder. That was his only field goal of the day. And then Quinn Sharp punted 1 time. Don't matter. Punt returns, we got a punt return for 1 yard by Jabril Peppers. That's interesting. But that is going to do it for played games, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over. Now we just go back and finish out this series. For the record, we did get a contract extension from the Rams. So if we did want to keep going, we could. But that is going to do it for this season. That is going to do it for the series. I think we will go over stats and stuff in the next episode, like the little recap thing. We'll go over the stats and who won the MVP and stuff. And we'll also simulate the rest of the playoffs in that episode. But this is your team, ladies and gentlemen. This is the team that we finish off with in this series. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed doing something like this. Obviously, I had this idea for a while I was doing the Cleveland Browns series, because mostly guys like Eddie Lacy and Kelvin Benjamin and guys of that ilk, guys that we know in real life are bad, but they never panned out or anything. But in Madden, with your progression and stuff, they could turn out to be something special. Like Darren Lee, who I don't even think is in the league anymore, is an 87 overall because of the progression and him having in star development and stuff. And like Josh Robinson, Buster Screen, Cleveland Farrell, who I don't think is in the league anymore, is a 76. So, I mean, guys, and Jameis Winston. In what world is Jameis Winston a 93? But 95 with morale boost. But technically, he's a 93 overall. In what world is Jameis Winston ever a 93? So, something like this is just really fun because you get to see guys that you never thought would be anything in real life turn out to be something in Madden. And yes, there's some guys that just don't pan out either way, but that's mainly because they don't get a lot of playing time. Like Josh Gordon would have been something, I would assume, because he's a 75 now, but he would have been something if he would have had most of the playing time since he's been drafted. But we had guys ahead of him. But I don't know. I like stuff like this because it's interesting to see in an alternate world what would happen if Martavis Bryant wasn't a bust, or what would happen if Darius Geis continued to play and didn't have those domestic violence issues, or what would happen if Reuben Foster didn't have those off the field issues, or Dominic Easley became something, or Eli Apple turned into something. Just stuff like that is really cool. Or Eddie Lacy didn't gain 300 pounds. I don't know. It's just stuff like that's really cool. So it's just, this series was probably my favorite one to do just because of that factor. And yeah, I know it was hard to do the drafts because there were so many good players that you know are going to be good, like passing up on the opportunity to draft Aaron Donald and J.J. Watt and guys of that caliber, passing up on guys to draft other people that aren't good. It hurts a little bit, but we got through it. and it was pretty cool and pretty fun. So I really do appreciate all your guys' support on this series and every video that I ever put out, because that's why I do. I do it for you guys. I do it for your entertainment. I do it for you guys, to make you guys laugh and to brighten your day. So if I've done that at least for one person, then I've done my job. So I really do appreciate your guys' love and support, and that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. You know you want to. That's going to do it for me, and that's going to do it for this series. In the next episode, there will be one more episode, and it will be a recap of the series, and it'll be like going over some of the career stats of some of the guys that we have on the team, and maybe going through the rest of the league and looking through that. So that's what the next episode's going to be, just like kind of a wrap up of the entire series and stuff. So make sure you stick around and look out for that so you don't miss it. But once again, thank you guys so much for the love and support. Smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.